Good morning, friends. Welcome to the SBI Securities Daily Morning Podcast. Today, we will cover global market updates, key corporate development, along with the second quarter result update, key economic event to track, key actionable based on fund flow activities, and trading and investment strategy for next few days. Let us check what happened in the Indian market yesterday. Yesterday, market swung between gain and losses throughout the day, tracking the weaker global cues as nervousness around the escalating conflict in the Middle East dampened the risk appetite. It it finally extended decline for the third straight day. So yesterday we saw Sensex was down to the tune of 116 point and settled at 66,167 levels, whereas Nifty was down by 23 point and ended at 19,728 levels. Among the sectoral gainers, yesterday we saw metals and auto were in positive momentum, whereas Nifty Pharma and Nifty FMCG sector corrected by 0.46% and 0.23% respectively. However, broader market indices like Nifty Midcap 100 closed in green to the tune of 0.2%, whereas small cap was up by 0.4%. This clearly shows that the action is in mid cap and small cap pack, and hence despite of negative closing by Sensex and Nifty, we have seen advance to decline ratio to be in favor of bulls. So 2035 stocks were in green yesterday as compared to 1747 stocks which were in red yesterday. So market breadth was in favor of bulls, and we have seen 336 stocks scaling a new 52-week high. So I was just going through the list, and what I found is that among the A group shares, the stocks like Arvind, Ashoka Buildcon, Federal Bank, Catholic Syrian Bank, India Infoline Finance, Kalyan Jewelers, Lupin, Maruti, Moil, NAM India, NMDC, PFC, REC, Shoba, Tata Motors, TVS Motors, Ramco Cement, etc. So there are many stocks from the A group which are scaling a new 52-week high, and this clearly shows that market is purely following a stock specific action based on the news flow as well as the tailwind in terms of earning growth. So all these stocks which I have recently just mentioned over there, so there is some positive momentum, there is some positive development pertaining to stocks or sector which is going on in this entire pack of the stocks. In terms of 52-week low, we saw 32 stocks were trading at 52-week low yesterday, and the prominent name which I found was on Delta Corp. So yesterday we have seen Delta Corp has received additional tax notice to the tune of 6,000 crore, and hence the stock was in trading negative, was trading in red yesterday. Let us check what happened in the global market yesterday. So yesterday we saw all the three benchmark indices in US, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and S&P 500 were in green and closed up by to the tune of approximately 1%. And this was due to the diplomacy effort by the global leaders to calm down the escalation between Hamas and Israel. At the same time, Venezuela and US are in talks wherein US has assured that Venezuela that in case they go for a presidential election next year, they can lift the business sanction on Venezuela, and hence we may see some increase in supply of crude oil from Venezuela. And that is the reason we saw yesterday a tepid reaction in the crude oil prices, and crude oil prices were stable at $90 per barrel yesterday. European markets were also in green yesterday, and all the indices like FTSE, CAC, DAX, and Stock 600 were in green to the tune of 0.5%. Today morning, all the Asian indices like Nikkei, Straits Times, Hang Seng, Taiwan, Kospi are trading in green. And as we speak today, GIFT Nifty, which is a barometer of Indian equity market, is trading at 19,814 levels. This clearly indicates that domestic markets are likely to open up by 75 to 100 points as far as Nifty is concerned. On India front, yesterday two key economic data came in. One is on WPI inflation, wholesale price inflation. So the deflationary trend continue, and it has been the last 6 months. Last 6 months, we are seeing a continuous decline in wholesale price inflation, and we have seen the print of negative 0.26%. This clearly indicates that the pressure on CPI inflation, which is retail inflation, will further reduce for the month ahead, and we may see CPI inflation going down to the tune of 5%. And this augurs well as far as monetary policy is concerned, and we may see a status quo in case the inflation continue to remain in comfort band of RBI. At the same time, we have seen that USD INR, which is trading at 83.3 levels, so it has hit the life low yesterday This is on the back of continuous outflow from foreign institutional investor and on the expectation that crude oil prices may further spurt up due to the increase in escalation in the Hamas and Israel. In terms of fund flow, we have seen a negative fund flow continuing from foreign institutional investor. So yesterday we have seen FII selling to the tune of approximately 600 crore, whereas DII are supporting the market, and we have seen inflow from domestic institutional investor to the tune of 1200 crore. So overall, if I have to sum up the pitch today, from a global market perspective, sentiments are looking neutral to positive, and we may continue to see stock-specific action led by ongoing result season. So depending on the way the sectoral results are coming, or at the same time company-specific action will be seen. Now let us quickly check what happened, which are the key results which were announced yesterday, and what is our take on that. So yesterday it was a banking heavy day. So three mid-sized banks like Federal Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, and Karur Vysya Bank has reported decent set of numbers. And all the three, one common thread, one common thing which comes out from the results of all these three banks is that the credit growth, the banks are very optimistic of credit growth to the tune of 15 to 18% for FY24 and FY25. At the same time, cost of deposit is increasing due to increase in competitive intensity, and hence we may see net interest margin either to remain stable or may gradually decline by 20 to 30 basis point over the next 2 quarters. But having said that, the profit growth is likely to be healthy for all these three mid-sized banks due to the a very good asset quality and decline in provisioning requirement. Among the large bank, HDFC Bank reported the mixed set of results post market closing. So we have seen NPAs increasing, net performing assets increasing in line with the street expectation. Net interest income was below the street expectation. However, PAT profit was above the street expectation. On a merged entity basis, HDFC Bank is confident that they will grow the loan book at 16 to 18% CAGR over the next 3 to 5 years. What we feel is that the stock may continue to trade sideways for next 2 to 3 months, and street will wait for more signals over the next 3 months, either from the December quarter results or based on the management commentary which we see in and day out. So nothing negative as far as HDFC Bank is concerned due to the comfortable valuation. And if somebody is a long-term investor, he can gradually accumulate HDFC Bank in his portfolio through SIP route over the next 3 to 6 months. And I'm sure over the next 12 to 18 months, we will see a healthy return in HDFC Bank once the profit normalizes. In terms of other companies, the C8 has reported a robust set of results. So we have seen PAT going up by almost 200% year over year to 200 crore. Market cap is hardly 8,000, 9,000 crore. So what I feel is that C8 will be reacting positively to the results. Jai Balaji Industries has reported a very strong set of number. Profit of 200 crore in September 24 quarter as compared to 21 crore year over year comparable quarter. So we may see some positive reaction in Jai Balaji Industries. ICICI Securities has reported a very robust set of number. So we have seen PAT going up by 40% to 424 crore. So ICICI Securities may react positively in the trade today. However, one has to keep in mind that already the merger of ICICI Securities with ICICI Bank has been announced, and to that extent, what I feel is that the deal at a current juncture is not favorable for minority shareholder, and we may see some change in the merger ratio as far as ICICI Securities and ICICI Bank is concerned. In terms of key results today, Bajaj Finance will be reporting its numbers for September quarter. So that will set the tone for entire NBFC sector. At the same time, other companies which will report numbers are LTTS, ICICI PruLife, Tata ELXC, Mahindra CIE, Philip Carbon Black, Huhtamaki India, Jinsar, and Happiest Mind. In terms of key news to track, so on Bombay Dyeing has announced that they have received payment of rupees 4,675 crore from Sumitomo Realty from the sale of land in Mumbai, and this fund will be used towards debt repayment at the same time for the growth strategy. So we may see some positive reaction as far as Bombay Dyeing is concerned in the trade today. So there is a news in Economic Times wherein government is likely to increase the ethanol price which is made from sugarcane syrup by 4 rupees per liter, and this will be positive for all the sugar companies, and we may see some action over there. KEC International has announced a new order win worth rupees 1315 crores in its transmission and cable business. So that's a decent size of order for KEC International, and that stock will remain in focus. Cochin Shipyard has one order of rupees 313 crores from Ministry of Defence. So that stock will, so Cochin Shipyard will be in action today. In terms of key events to track today, so today UK will be coming up with jobless claims and unemployment data. In US, we will see retail sales and industrial production data. US also we are seeing a earnings season panning out. So Goldman Sachs and Bank of America will be reporting their numbers today evening. In terms of bulk and block deal, so we have seen some hand change in Delta Corp and Ismatrip. So nothing much to see in bulk and block deal. So if I have to sum up today's conclusion, what I feel is that financial sector will be in focus today post inline set of results from mid-size as well as large-size banks like HDFC Bank, and mid-size banks like Federal Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, and Karur Vysya Bank. Bajaj Finance result will set the tone for NBFC sector today. Weaker rupee will give boost to the IT and pharma sector, where the export revenue contributes significantly to the top line. Cement companies will be in a focus for next few days post drastic reduction in the fuel prices we have seen in Dalmia Bharat results. So our top picks in the cement sector continue to be Ramco Cement, Star Cement, JK Lakshmi, and Ultratech. We all know festival season is undergoing, and this augurs well for domestic consumption stories like auto and FMCG. ITC offer a lot of comfort in terms of valuation, so we may see some action in auto and FMCG sector. At the same time, we are seeing a healthy order win for infra and defense sector. So companies like Larsen & Toubro, Bharatpur, and Nagarjuna Construction will continue to remain under focus. That's all for the day. Thank you for patiently listening to us. Good day.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.